you know, we have started the chapter number 2 with the definition of pure substances. In pure substances, how many types are there? Two types are there, elements and compound. So I taught you what are the elements, what are the compound, what are the difference between elements and compound, how many types of elements are there, metals, non-metal, metallites. In the previous videos of this chapter, pure substance completely have been completed. Everything I taught. Now the second classification of matter is two types, pure substance and impure. Pure matter and impure matter. So pure matter is over. Now this is the time to deal with the impure substances. So whatever the characteristics feature of pure substances you have written, just the reverse of that is impure substances. So what are the impure substances? Impure substances are those substances which are made up of more than one kind of particles, means more than one kind of atoms, molecules and ions. Next one thing is, means impure substances will not have sharp, fixed, in place of fixed, right, sharp. They don't have sharp melting and boiling point because they are made up of one kind of particles. That is why they don't have sharp melting and boiling point. The next one is, they don't have fixed chemical composition. Since they are made up of more than one kind of particles, so how can you represent them? How can they will have fixed chemical composition? They will not have fixed chemical composition. Since they do not have fixed chemical composition, that is why they cannot be represented by the fixed chemical formula, because they are made up of different kinds of particles. So different particles will have different chemical formula. So that impure substance cannot be represented by a single chemical formula. So this is the definition of impure substance. Impure substance is only known as mixture. So now I will teach you what are the mixtures. So dear cadets, now I am going to teach you mixture. So the mixtures are also impure substances only. Now we come across so many mixtures in our day-to-day life. Milk is also mixture only. Sea water, that is also mixture only. Now blood, that is also mixture. Then lemonade, that is also mixture. So what is there? Now by seeing this example, some definition may be evolved in your brain. What are the mixtures? Mixtures are the impure substances. Number one thing is, what are the mixture? Mixture are the impure substances which are made up of two or more element or compound combined together physically, not chemically, physically in indefinite proportion by mass. So if you see the entire definition of mixture, you will have various part of this definition. You can post-mortem this definition. Just see. The first point is, mixture are impure substances. Means now the characteristics of impure substances already you have studied. Means they will not have fixed boiling point and melting point. They will not have fixed chemical composition and chemical formula. Correct? So and they will be made up of more than one kind of particle. So the mixtures are impure substances, and when they are formed when two or more elements are combined together physically. Means what is there? Whatever elements are combining together, they will not combine chemically. There is means a difference between physical process and chemical process. In physical process, what will be there? Chemical reaction won't be there. Physical process means physical changes. So here what is there? Physically they are combining. They are not combining chemically. Another aspect of this definition is proportion in which they are combining. That is also not fixed. In indefinite proportion by mass, they will combine together. So mixture is the impure substance which is formed when two or more elements or compound combined together physically, not chemically, in indefinite proportion by mass. Indefinite proportion by mass. So mixture will have. Now what are the examples of mixtures? In our daily life there are so many examples of mixture. I will write that one. So now examples of mixture. Milk. How can we say that milk is a mixture? In milk what is there? Fat is there, proteins is there, mineral water is there. There are so many things in the milk. That is why milk is a mixture. Fat is there. Fat is one of the compound or not? Then what is there? Protein is there or not? Yes. So protein is also chemical compound or not? Then what is there? Some minerals like calcium is there or not? So calcium is the element or not? So in milk what is there? Compound is also there, element is also there. That is why it is a mixture. Fog and mist. Fog and mist. In the environment, this is in atmosphere, these are there or not? Fog is there or not? So what is the fog? What is fog? Particles which are suspended in the atmosphere, in the air, they are known as fog. Mist, these are also compound only. So here means not one compound is there. So many elements and compounds are there. That is why it is also mixture. Milk of magnesia. When person is suffering from acidity, what they are taking? Milk of magnesia only. In milk of magnesia, what is there? Magnesium hydroxide is there or not? Magnesium hydroxide is there. That is the basic substance. So milk of magnesia is dissolved in the water. So water is what? Water is a compound, and milk of magnesia is magnesium hydroxide. So two compounds are there or not? That is why it is a mixture. Now soft drink. In soft drink, what are there? Water is there, carbon dioxide gas is there, coloring agents are there. So here so many compounds and elements are there. That is why it is also mixture. Air. What is air? Air is the mixture of various gases. Different kinds of gases are there or not? Carbon dioxide gas is there, nitrogen is there, oxygen is there. So in air what is there? Oxygen is elements, nitrogen is element. Correct? Inert gases like helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, they are also elements. And some compound gases are also there, like water vapor is also there in the air or not? H2O, carbon dioxide, CO2. So they are compound or not? So in the air, what is there? Elements and compounds both are there. And you know, just see, in the air, these are the different elements and compounds are there, but they do not combine chemically. Have you heard that in atmosphere nitrogen combined with oxygen? No. Chemically they do not react in normal condition. If a normal condition is there, they will react. Have you heard that carbon dioxide is reacting with the water in the atmosphere? They are present physically there. Garbage, you know, in the garbage so many chemical compounds are there, but chemically they do not react. Mixture of iron fillings and sulfur. Gunpowder you might have heard. In mixture of iron fillings and sulfur, what is there? Iron is there and sulfur. They will mix together, but they will not combine chemically. You can separate them by physical process, by physical method. Gunpowder. Have you heard about the gunpowder? This is one type of explosive. In gunpowder, how many things are there? Potassium nitrate, sulfur and charcoal. So charcoal is nothing but a carbon, sulfur is sulfur element only, and potassium nitrate KNO3, that is the compound. So in the gunpowder, element is also there, compound is also there. That is why it is a mixture. But remember, potassium nitrate, charcoal and gunpowder, they do not react with each other. That is why gunpowder is an example of mixture. So the mixture examples of mixture is over. Now what are the characteristics of mixture? So we have studied their definition, we have studied some of the examples also. On the basis of that, we can write the characteristics of mixture. Now, dear cadet, what are the characteristics of mixture? So characteristics, we will take the conclusion from the definition and some other discussions. So just see. Number one thing is, what are the characteristics of mixture? First one is the mixtures are impure substances. Why they are impure substances already I have explained. Next one is components of mixture can be separated by physical method. Means whatever constituent particles of mixtures are there, they can be separated by physical process. How? Just suppose you have got the mixture of iron filings and sulfur. So iron filings and sulfur chemically they do not combine. And when you bring the one magnet near to the mixture of iron filings and sulfur, so magnet will attract the iron filings while sulfur will be there only. So what is there? If they would have reacted chemically, means had you been able to extract or attract the iron filings? No. Since they do not react chemically, that is why your magnet was able to attract the iron filings from the mixture. So the components of mixture can be separated by physical method. Next one is components of mixture do not combine chemically, rather they combine physically. So whatever examples of mixture you will see, chemically they will not combine, only physically they will react together. Physically they will be there. And since they are impure substances, that is why their melting and boiling points are not sharp. Example you can understand. Suppose you have taken one example of mixture, seawater. Seawater. In seawater, what is there? There are so many salts dissolved there or not? So just see, when you boil the seawater, then what is there? Water will boil at 100 degrees Celsius if it is pure. But there are so many salts which are dissolved in the seawater. So definitely their boiling point will be more than 100 degrees Celsius. So the impure substances or mixture will not have sharp melting and boiling point. Reason is there are so many many elements are combined together. So they will boil at their respective boiling point. So overall boiling point will be different. Now another one important characteristics is they cannot be represented by single chemical formula. So since mixture is made up of various kinds of elements and compounds, so how can they be represented by single chemical formula? They will not be represented by single chemical formulae. All will have their own chemical formula. Another one is components of mixture do not lose their individual identity. So whatever components are present in the mixture, they will not lose their individual identity. They will remain as it is. The example of iron filings and sulfur I have already given. Suppose I am giving you another example like soda water bottle. In soda water bottle, the moment you open the cork, then what is there? What is there? Carbon dioxide gas will fizz out from that soda water bottle or not? So how carbon dioxide react with the soda bottle liquid? It has not reacted. That is why carbon dioxide gas is fizzing out continuously. So components of mixture do not lose their individual identity. They maintain their individual identity even if they are present in the mixture. Another one is when mixture is formed, either energy will be absorbed from the surrounding or energy will be evolved. During the formation of mixture, energy neither be absorbed nor be evolved. When compound is formed, let us say hydrogen and oxygen combining together and water is formed. So hydrogen and oxygen only react together when electric spark is given. Means in ideal condition, hydrogen will never react with the oxygen. So water will not form. But if in the reaction mixture electric spark is given, then hydrogen and oxygen combine together. So the formation of compound, when hydrogen and oxygen combine together, what is formed? Water is formed, and water is a compound, H2O. So during the formation of compound, either energy absorbed or energy evolved. But during the formation of mixture, energy neither be evolved or absorbed. Whatever component of mixture you will mix together, energy change won't be there. Neither energy will be taken from the atmosphere nor will be given. So what is there? There will be the different entity only. Similarly, there is a one example here. Compound of mixture do not lose their individual identity. Try to understand. Now I will give you the example of water. Water is a compound or not? Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. In compound, what is there? When elements combine together and they form compound, they lose their individual identity. But in mixture, what is there? When elements are combined together, they will not lose their individual identity. The best example is iron filings and sulfur I have given you. While in case of compound, what is happening? The best example is water. Just see. Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is a highly inflammable gas and oxygen is the supporter of combustion. But when hydrogen and oxygen combine together, water is formed, which is used as a fire extinguisher. So in water, H2, hydrogen and oxygen is there, but their individual property is not there. Otherwise, this water should have been inflammable substance, because in water hydrogen and oxygen is there. So hydrogen is inflammable gas, oxygen is a supporter of combustion. Hence what should be there? Water should have been the inflammable substance. But you know the water is used as a fire extinguisher. So in compound, what is there? Whatever components are there, whatever constituents are there, they lose their individual identity during the course of combination. While in case of mixture, what is there? Components are constituent particles. They do not lose their individual identity. They will remain as a individual entity. So dear cadets, how many types of mixture? There are two types of mixture. First one is the homogeneous mixture. Second one is the heterogeneous mixture. Remember, homogeneous mixtures are only known as solutions. In our daily life, we are getting so many solutions. Example: sugar solution, salt solution, some other solutions. So all are example of homogeneous only. So homogeneous mixture, they are only known as solutions. The examples of homogeneous mixture is sugar solution, soft drink, alcohol and water, alcohol in water and lemonade. These are the examples of homogeneous mixture. You see carefully, just keep in your brain, just see what are the features you are seeing in the sugar solution, what are the features you are seeing in the soft drinks, what are the things you are observing in the alcohol in water, sprit, sanitizer. Nowadays alcohol in water, best example is sanitizer, and everybody is having sanitizer. You just see carefully and tell me what is the meaning of homogeneous. Lemonade, lemon juice you are adding to the water. Lemonade you are getting or not? Some small amount of salt also you can add, sugar also you can add. So what are the features of these solutions? Another category of mixture is heterogeneous mixture. So just see what is the meaning of homogeneous mixture. Homo means same. Genius means constituent. So homogeneous means mixture in which constituent particles are uniformly distributed throughout. So the meaning of homogeneous mixture is when all constituent particles are thoroughly mixed together, and there is no separation of boundary between the components. Such kind of mixture is known as homogeneous mixture. So the homogeneous mixture is the mixture in which constituent particles are components. Here I have written particles, you can write the components are constituents, are uniformly distributed throughout. Means there is no separation of boundary between the constituents. Like in sugar solution, when you make the solution, sugar solution, can you separate the sugar and water? Means if you see clearly the sugar solution, throughout the available volume of sugar solution, everywhere sugar particles are evenly distributed, uniformly distributed. There is no drop of sugar solution where more sugar particles are there, and one place less sugar particles are there. So homogeneous means when constituent particles are uniformly distributed. What about heterogeneous mixture? Hetero means odd, geneous means constituents. So mixture in which constituent particles are not distributed uniformly. Constituent particles are not uniformly distributed. Means in some part one particular constituent will be more. In another part that may be less, other may be more. So such kind of example is known as heterogeneous mixture. What are the examples? Milk. In milk, what is there? Cream, fat is not uniformly distributed. Somewhere more fat may be there, somewhere less fat will be there. Especially when you boil the milk, then what is there? All fat particles in the form of cream, they are collected at the above, but below the surface, what is there? Fat particles are less. So the milk is the best example of heterogeneous mixture. Soil. In soil, what is there? In soil, what is there? Some places one particular minerals or components are more. In another places, another one is more. This is the only reason, that is why the soil of Karnataka is different from Maharashtra. Maharashtra is different from Andhra. Andhra is different from Madhya Pradesh. Isn't it? So the components of soil is different in different places. So their uniform distribution is not there. Now flour in water, just see, when you are making the solution of flour and water, so some places more flour would be there, in some places less would be there. Another example is iron fillings and sulfur powder. When you mix the iron fillings and sulfur powder, everywhere iron fillings and sulfur powder will not be same. Some places sulfur would be more, some places iron fillings would be more. So if you want to know the clear-cut distinction between homogeneous and heterogeneous, see these examples and recall what are the features of these examples. Compare the sugar solution and milk, compare the soft drink, soil, flour, milk, flour, water, and alcoholic water, lemonade. So in this category of example, what you will see, all the constituent particles are uniformly distributed. Like in sanitizer, can you say in one particular drop of sanitizer more alcohol is there, in another drop less alcohol is there? It is not there. Alcohol is uniformly distributed, that is why it is homogeneous. In this way, the type of mixture also I have explained. Tomorrow some activity I will take up to distinguish between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. In heterogeneous mixture, there is a clear-cut separation of boundary between the components. But in homogeneous mixture, there is no separation of boundary between the constituent particles. Here, in homogeneous mixture, constituent particles are uniformly distributed throughout. But in heterogeneous, what is there? Constituent particles are not uniformly distributed.